Hello friends and welcome back to the Brockopp side. Today we got ourselves a Blu-ray review of Reign of the Supermen. This is of course the sequel to Death of Superman from last year. It's the two-part story based off the Death of Superman comic book where, you know, Doomsday came in and killed Superman, then a bunch of other Supermen came in and black-suited Superman. A bunch of things we're never gonna get in live-action form. But that's what the animated movie is for. So as you can see here, I picked up the 4K Ultra HD edition, but I also got the Target exclusive 4K Ultra HD edition because it's the steelbook form, and I just think the steelbook is really cool. You know, it's the same cover art and everything as like the regular Blu-ray and 4K, but it's in steelbook form, which is quite nice. So if you turn it on the back, you got this really cool little piece of artwork with the various Supermen on it. That's just really cool. I think if I could buy like a poster print of this, I would totally do that. And then if you just open it up like usual, then you got the two discs in there, you know, the usual goodness. And then you got some cool little artwork on the inside, you know, like you do. And of course, as usual, because I'm a nice guy, here's the digital download copy code. If you get it first, can have it. Enjoy yourself, or at least I really hope you do. Hope you're not just taking the codes just to take advantage of me, because I wouldn't much appreciate that. So before we get too much further, let me tell my quick thoughts on the movie itself, because it just came out yesterday. You know, there was like a Fathom Events screening for like 2 days in a theater, which I unfortunately could not make it to. But I figured, hey, I'll just wait for the Blu-ray to come out, then I could talk about that and the movie simultaneously, rather than doing 2 separate videos, you know? Efficiency and all that. So basically, I did see the Death of Superman from last year. I bought the Blu-ray, which is also the steelbook, which is quite nice, and I thought the first Death of Superman was really good, and I was definitely looking forward to seeing what they could do with the second part. And yeah, I think they did a pretty good job with this one as well. I liked the individual Supermen, you know, Cyborg Superman, Steel, Superboy, and 1 or 2 others. I thought those were all pretty cool. You know, it's definitely a little bit more climactic towards the end, which I really like. You know, it's a bit more of an explosive finale, which that was really cool. And I absolutely think Rainn Wilson makes an excellent Lex Luthor in the animated form. I don't know why nobody thought of that sooner, to make Rainn Wilson Dwight from The Office as Lex Luthor in some capacity, because he's already got that superiority complex thing going on. So that was really cool. You know, I feel like they're trying to set up a couple more movies here at the end, you know, because slight spoiler alert, Darkseid does show up a couple times in the movie, which I think is probably going to lead into another one of these movies. But all in all, I do think that Death of Superman and Reign of Superman makes one very nice 2-part story. I'm very satisfied with how these came out. You know, DC animated movies, for the most part, are very well done, so it's always a nice little treat when you get a couple of these every year. So as far as picture and sound quality goes, the 4K looks excellent. It's very crisp and detailed. Just by comparing, you know, comparing it from the Blu-ray to the 4K, there may not be a mountain of difference, depending on, you know, who you are, but, you know, it's like, if I have the ability to get the 4K, I'll get the 4K, but, you know, I think if you just wanted to get the regular Blu-ray, that's fine. You know, animated movies look fantastic on Blu-ray, but at least get one or the other. Don't go for DVD, just because, unless you like pixels with your 2D art, then go right ahead, I guess. Whatever, dog. So as far as bonus content goes, there's unfortunately not a lot here, which is kind of a shame, but that's also how a lot of these animated DC movies go. There is, of course, a sneak preview of their next animated movie, which is the Justice League Reunion animated movie, which I'm really looking forward to and looks really promising. There was nothing about the Batman Hush movie, which is kind of disappointing. But aside from that, there were a couple, like, cartoons from the Superman vault, so to speak, and a featurette on Lex Luthor, which is a bit of a bummer because there was really nothing here about the different Superman. I thought they would at least do some sort of featurette there. So that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. I got the movie and it's in a nice steelbook form, and it matches the steelbook for Death of Superman, which is always quite nice, and yeah, I would say that I am totally satisfied with this movie and this home video release. So, those are my thoughts on Reign of the Superman on Blu-ray and 4K. If you guys have picked up the movie, or if you died and a bunch of clones came and some of them were trustworthy and some of them were not, let me know what's down below, and we'll see you on the Brockopp side.